Welcome to the 20th episode of Law and Gerber. It seems like just yesterday we started on this venture, and here we are. To commemorate our 20th episode of Law and Gerber, I've written a musical that I'm going to be performing for you. No, I'm not. Seriously, you do not want to hear me sing. This is Ken Gerber, and you're watching Law and Gerber. We've all heard the term right-of-way time and time again. But in having recent conversations with some of our clients, it's become glaringly obvious that many people do not understand how these laws work. Anytime you get behind the wheel of a vehicle, chances are you'll have to yield the right-of-way to someone else on the roadway. This can include yielding to other vehicles, yielding to pedestrians, bicyclists, commercial trucks, etc. Arizona has several laws pertaining to the right-of-way in place to help prevent vehicle accidents. Here, we want to discuss the most important right-of-way laws in the state of Arizona that you need to be aware of. What do right-of-way laws do? Right-of-way laws are essential in Arizona, and every state really. These laws help ensure that every person allowed to use the roadway does so in a manner that does not result in an accident. Individuals cannot insist on taking the right-of-way. The law focuses on who has to yield rather than who actually has the right-of-way. A driver who is required to yield the right-of-way must stop and yield, or they could face a ticket from law enforcement. When do drivers have to yield the right-of-way? Drivers are required to yield the right-of-way to other drivers, bicyclists, or pedestrians in the following situations. When they are at a yield sign to those who appear to be visually handicapped or have a guide dog, to pedestrians at a crosswalk, vehicles on roads at a T intersection, to other vehicles at uncontrolled intersections, to oncoming cars, bicyclists, and pedestrians when turning left, and when returning to the roadway from a parking lot. What does yield to the driver on the right mean? You may have heard that you have to yield to the driver on the right in certain circumstances. This is a law that surrounds who has the right-of-way when two drivers arrive in an intersection at the same time. If you're at an uncontrolled intersection, one without a yield or a stop sign, then you should slow down and yield to any vehicle already in the intersection or vehicles that are about to enter the intersection in front of you. Drivers have to yield to the vehicles that arrived first in these scenarios. If you and another vehicle arrive at the same time at an uncontrolled intersection, you are required to yield to the car on your right. What happens at four-way stops? There are plenty of four-way stop signs throughout the state of Arizona. In general, the first car to arrive at a four-way stop will have the right-of-way, and all other drivers should yield. If two drivers arrive at a four-way stop at the same time, then the vehicle on the left should yield to the vehicle on the right. What do you do if there is no traffic control signal or sign? If there's no signal control for cross traffic, you should stop until the cross traffic is gone. In other words, if you come to a stop sign and the drivers going in the direction perpendicular to where you are did not have a stop sign, then you have to wait until the traffic is cleared before you pull out to go across or into the perpendicular lanes. How do you properly enter into a freeway? Vehicles entering a freeway will use an acceleration lane to do so. Drivers inside the acceleration lane, an on-ramp, or any other type of approaching road must yield the right-of-way to the traffic already on the freeway and only merge when it's safe to do so. Now, these are all by no means every single situation that involves all the possible right-of-way scenarios, but it does give you a great idea on the most common types of scenarios. At the risk of sounding like a broken record, if you have been in some sort of an accident where negligence was involved and you're having trouble figuring out whether you or the other driver failed to adhere to the right-of-way laws here in Arizona, don't even waste another second. just pick up the phone and call us, and we'll do everything that we can to help you sort it all out as quickly as possible.
Hey, babe. So we gotta go. Literally right now. I just heard 5 ambulances going every which way in front of the office. If you go east and I go west, we're bound to get an accident. That's what we are, ambulance chasers. Oh, he can just cut that, right?
To someone else on the roadway. This could face a ticket in Arizona and every state, really. These laws help ensure, I don't like why I said really like that. Vehicles entering a freeway, here to the right-of-way laws and here, so close.
Could face a ticket